you read Rich Dad Poor Dad, then what?
So I read the book and I say, man, I'm going to go ahead and start getting into real estate. And I'm like, well, if I'm going to get into real estate, the best thing I could do is probably go get my real estate license. So I went and took the real estate exam. And
At 18? Or something like that?
Yeah, right at 18. No, I had to be 19 at this time. Because by now I've graduated, because I was listening to him in high school, graduated high school, and then now I'm turning 19. And now I go ahead and go apply for my real estate license. I fail 4 times.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, not the best test taker. I failed 4 times, and then I pass on the 5th.
Yeah, and I think the 5th, then if you fail at the 5th time, you got to like take the class again or something like that.
What it is with me with these exams, man.
Yeah?
It's brutal on me, man. I've yet to pass even with my mortgage exam, which I'll get into,
Yeah, we'll get there.
So I passed, and then I had this, so I started doing real estate, but at the time I was so young, none of my peers were buying houses.
Yeah.
Most of us are still living home. So it was definitely a learning experience, because a lot of them, well, one, I'm learning myself, but then also you're showing up to go show somebody a house, and like my beard hasn't even connected yet, right? Like I got patches and everything. So that was like another learning experience that I had to get through. So, but I got to a point where I was doing pretty good. I was at least 1 closing a month, enough that I saved up and bought my first house at 21.
Dang.
But I got nervous because I never owned a home.
What year did you purchase a property?
2015.
Okay. So that's after the crash and all that, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I save up, and at the time I was the dual agent thing. I was working overnight and doing real estate by the day, which I thought at the time was a great idea until I realized I had to sleep.
Yeah, if you're doing 1 closing a month, I mean, you're always in a transaction then, so that's tough to do.
Yeah, so it was really hard. So my business started to kind of slow down, because I couldn't, once you work all night long, you come home, you crash, you wake up, and you got like 100 emails, like, what's going on? And I'm like, oh, this is not doing good. So my real estate business slowed down, but I kind of fell into like a little bit of a rut on that business, because I was so nervous by not being able to pay my mortgage and bills, because I never lived on my own. So I wound up getting a roommate, which was my brother. So my mortgage payment was about $600. So I brung him in, and he paid me about $500 a month to live there. And I just covered all the utilities and everything like that. So we pretty much split everything.
So it was like a house hack a little bit.
Nice house hack on the first property. And I met
when you bought that house, what was your mindset? Were you saying I'm going to invest, or was it just I need somewhere to live and it's better to buy than to rent, or what was your?
So my initial thought was to always get a roommate.
I got my thing connected. All right, sorry.
No, you're good. My initial thought was to buy a house that was going to be pretty affordable, that I could get a roommate, and then eventually be able to eventually one day rent it out and get to a bigger house.
Okay. So you had like a strategy there as far as, you wanted to monetize that property.
Yeah, because I worked so much that I barely was home in the first place. So it really didn't make any sense for me to buy a huge house and never even be there. I knew I wouldn't. Yeah. I was 21. It was like the bachelor pad for me.
So is that how you